So it seems like we have yet another case of Lucasfilm employees attacking Star Wars fans, and for whatever reason, it seems to be a recurring theme throughout Lucasfilm employees that they actually enjoy attacking these Star Wars fans, that they enjoy ganging up on these Star Wars fans, and it does seem like to be the same group of 4 or 5 people that always end up ganging up on these Star Wars fans for having different opinions, for criticizing their content because they're critiquing it because they don't agree with a few decisions that you're making in your books. Those Star Wars fans are paying to consume your content. They're going to continue to pay to consume your content, and they're paying for the right to critique it as well. And no matter how perfect you make your content, no matter how good the content is, and once again, I'm not saying that these books are good. I'm not saying that Disney Star Wars content is good, because these books are straight trash. But I'm saying no matter how good the content is, even if they were to write the perfect book, the people would still be criticizing it, because that's how fans work, because that's how people who consume your content work. You'll never be able to please anyone. That's how content creation works. Never take it personally, absorb what these people are saying, and try to make improvements for the future. But let's get into this story. So this person that goes by the name of Sarah tweeted at Del Rey Star Wars Books, who's a big publisher for Star Wars novels, and she said, "You need to fire Timothy Zahn's editor, or at least get a team of editors that can do their job. There's so many mistakes. By far, this series is one of the worst I have read since the 90s. I couldn't even get through the first 4 chapters without falling asleep." And Del Rey Star Wars Books actually respond in a very PC way. They actually respond in a very polite way. They say, "If you found typos or other errors, we welcome you in passing those along, as we're happy to fix them in future printings. That's always very helpful. We think firing folks over text errors is rather extreme. Sometimes typos and errors happen." I 100% agree. You shouldn't be firing editors over a couple mistakes. If it becomes a recurring problem, then maybe consider firing them, but things happen. They're human. Mistakes happen. You have to understand that. But if you don't like the book, you're welcome to criticize the book, publicly criticize the book like you did. Make your displeasure heard. Make Del Rey know that you have problems with the book, problems with the editing, because that's what Del Rey specializes in. But then Sarah goes a little bit overboard. I think she responded a little bit too much. I think she went a little bit too hard on her responses, and I'll read a couple of them to you just so you can know how hard she went on these people, just so it's an unbiased opinion, just so you can get the full story, and I'm not just telling you the problems with the Lucasfilm employees' responses, just so you can know how hard Sarah went on Del Rey Star Wars Books here. He says, "It's too boring, political, and nonsense about wars, about aliens, planets, and characters we absolutely do not care about. I don't know why you insist on putting Thrawn's name on it. He's maybe in it about 25% of the time I was reading, if that." So there's nothing too bad about that tweet. I really just want you to see the sheer amount of tweets that Sarah sent at Del Rey Star Wars Books. You can see how frustrated the person that's running the Del Rey account could get, and you'll see that in the future of the video as well. She also says, "I just don't know why you insist on giving Timothy Zahn such an inexperienced editor that's like third of his age. What else has he done professionally? Maybe next time around get a team of editors." So she keeps kind of saying the same thing over and over again, just kind of spamming the account with these tweets, and it's a little bit overboard. It's a little bit of an overreaction. Maybe the book is bad, maybe you don't like the book. Make your displeasure heard. Make Del Rey know that they did something wrong. Try and improve the book, make improvements for the future. But this is just a little bit too far to spam the accounts with tweets like this. But if you agree with me that Sarah's tweets are too far, then you're definitely going to agree with me that the Lucasfilm employees' response to this are too far as well. They kind of gang up on Sarah, like I said earlier in the video. This seems to be a recurring theme. It seems like this same group of Lucasfilm employees always gang up on Star Wars fans that don't like their content. This person named Tom seems like a random guy, right? Let's read the tweet and find out if it really is a random guy. It's a real moment when someone tweets at a brand account calling for you to be fired, and yet you are also the person managing the brand account they tweeted at, but they don't know that. Just another day on the Bird site. It's an honor to just be thought of as young. So this person, Tom, thought it was smart to tell everyone that he's the one that's running the Del Rey account. He's the one responding to this fan who's obviously displeased with the work that he did on Timothy Zahn's book. He's also the editor. Not only is he the person that's running the account, he's also the editor for the book that she doesn't like. And these Lucasfilm employees, of course, don't like that person called out that they don't like that book. They don't like that person expressing their displeasure with the book. They never do. They always attack the fans who express their displeasure. Let's check out some of their responses. John Jackson Miller, he has a check mark next to his name. He must be important. Gotta love it when complaints about grammatical and spelling errors are themselves heavily error laden. As Magneto said, "Are you sure about what you saw?" Let's check out who John Jackson Miller is. Is he important? Let's find out. New York Times best-selling author, comics writer and historian, author of Star Trek Prey, Star Wars Kenobi, and more. May the Force live long and prosper. Once again, connected to Star Wars, doesn't like when people criticize Star Wars content. What a shocker. Now we have this piece of shit, Jordan Mason, who always attacks Star Wars fans, who even attacked Star Wars Theory during the Pablo Hidalgo situation. He kicked Theory while he was down. He discredited the fact that he went through cancer treatment. We'll go over that later in the video. I want you to know how much of a piece of shit this guy Jordan Mason really is. Look at his tweet. The best part is when they suggested the editor of another series should take over, but it's still you. So it's not too bad. It's just the fact that they're really ganging up on this person that doesn't like their book. I don't understand it. This person says, "I imagine this is what Palpatine felt like." This is perfect. That actually is kind of a funny tweet. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like the fact that this Star Wars fan is getting ganged up on by other Lucasfilm employees for criticizing their book. It doesn't make any sense to me. But let's check out just how much of a piece of shit this guy Jordan Mason is. This article is from Disney Star Wars is Dumb. I love this website. One of my favorite websites in the world. Third Lucasfilm turd mocks Star Wars theory Theory. This is during the Star Wars Theory versus Pablo Hidalgo situation. This guy, Jordan Mason, might be the worst one out of all of them. Let's check out what he said about the situation. So Variety wrote an article covering the situation about Pablo Hidalgo attacking Star Wars Theory. Jordan Mason responds to this article with LOL. Apparently something is funny about the article. Let's find out what was funny. This guy says, show some decorum, man. The guy's battling cancer for Christ's sake, and your response is LOL. Wow, the nerve of some people. Jordan Mason responds to that tweet and says, laughing at the idea of Variety taking YouTubers' feelings hurt over obvious misunderstanding and turning it into clickbait. Then that guy responds to Jordan Mason and says, you could have made that clearer, and Jordan Mason responds with this. I think it is effing clear as it stands. This whole situation is ridiculous. Also, get your facts straight. He's a cancer survivor and already battled it. Not to mention the fact that this has absolutely nothing to do with this performance of his. So not only is he discrediting the fact that Theory battled cancer, but he's also saying that Theory crying at the Luke reveal in the Mandalorian finale was acting, that was a performance. Do you really think that if Star Wars Theory was that good at acting, then he would be a Star Wars YouTuber? He would be the next Star Wars star. He would be the star of the next Mission Impossible movie or something. He would not be a Star Wars YouTuber. He would be an A-list actor. But once again, just absolutely disgusting what these Lucasfilm employees are allowed to get away with. They're always ganging up on Star Wars fans, and I always like to bring attention to it because it's absolutely horrible. This person just wanted to express their displeasure with the book. They're obviously very invested in Star Wars books. They're obviously going to buy some in the future. Let them vent on Twitter. Let them talk to you. Let them give you some criticism and absorb that criticism. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally, but try to improve your content in the future based on this criticism. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Lucasfilm employees attacking Star Wars fans. And once again, I think it's disgusting. Like I've said multiple times, it's the same group of pieces of shit like Jordan Mason always attacking Star Wars fans on Twitter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want to support the channel, check out the new merch that I just dropped. The link to that will be in the description. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both of those links will be in the description as well. But thank you for watching the video and hope to see you in the next one.